Hello students. So today to start with, first we are going to talk about a topic known as accounting ratios, or we can say ratio analysis. One of the very important topics in the journey of becoming a chartered accountant, a very important tool for financial analysis, right friends? So let's start. So today we are going to talk about accounting ratios, also known as ratio analysis. Okay, as we all know, these ratios are classified. So we talk about classification of ratios. See, we have to get the numbers from somewhere. So what is our source? So based on that we classify. Okay, so we collect the data either from P&L or from where? From balance sheet. Very simple. P&L we call as what? Income statement. So what are our sources? One is P&L, second is what? Balance sheet. This is a place from where we get our data, right friends? So based on that, we classify the ratios. The very first classification is profit and loss ratios. Okay, let's today first learn all the profit and loss ratios. The very first ratio over here is gross profit ratio. It's very simple, friends. Very simple. So, what will be the formula for this? It is gross profit divided by what? Net sales into 100. Should I tell you a simple hint for remembering all these ratios? See, there are certain hints. Okay, pay attention. There are certain hints. Hint number one. Okay, very simple. All P&L ratios denominator is equal to net sales. Okay, whenever you have a P&L ratio, very simple idea, the denominator is what? Net sales. Okay, all P&L ratios, what is numerator? You know, it is the question which carries the answer. That simple. Numerator is the name of the formula. Hope you get my trick. See, it is so simple. Numerator is the name of the formula. Now you can easily make it. See, it's a P&L ratio. So what will be the denominator? Net sales. Okay. What will be the numerator? We are asking specifically for gross profit ratio. So what will be the formula? In the numerator, we'll give the name of the ratio, gross profit, divided by what? Net sales. Now, in the similar fashion, suppose I am going to do net profit ratio. Now you know how to answer this, correct, people? In the numerator, but obviously it's a name of the formula. So yes, net profit. Just be little more clear that it is net profit after tax. Divided by what? That simple, guys. Net sales. No stress. Very easy. Very easy. Okay. Let's talk about the third ratio. Operating profit ratio. Now you know it. Correct, people? Yeah, very simple. Numerator is going to be what? Numerator is going to be operating profit divided by what? Net sales into 100. Okay, friends. Okay, I hope you get it very clear. Now, see, I'll tell you a few more things. All these three ratios, no, all these three ratios, they are known as what, they are all profitability ratios in relation to sales. So what are you doing? You're comparing your profitability. It may be gross profit, net profit, operating profit with what? With sales. That's why they're all profitability ratio in relation to what? Sales. So what we would say, very simple, lower the better or higher the better, sir. It's profit, sir. So higher the better. Correct. Absolutely right. Okay. Let's continue further. Few more guys, only few more. Fourth one. Okay. This is operating cost ratio. Now, operating cost ratio, I know you have already created answer in your mind. Yeah, it is what we discussed, guys. Numerator would be the name of the ratio, correct? So operating cost divided by what? In the denominator, we'll put what? Net sales into 100. So what would be the contents of operating cost? Okay, so operating costs would be what? They would be cost of goods sold plus all other operating expenses, office and administration expenses, selling and distribution expenses, everything over here. Okay, and then fifth ratio would be any expense ratio. Means what? Okay, first let's make the formula. Our rule is very simple. In the numerator, we'll put the name, so we'll put the expense, and in the denominator, we'll put what? We'll put net sales into 100. Now, importantly, what I mean by expense over here, see guys, in exam, suppose you are asked for administration expense ratio, what will you do? Sir, we will in the name of the expenses, no, we'll put administration expense, and that is what thing you are supposed to do. Suppose in the question, in the examination, they ask you selling and distribution expense ratio. Oh my God, what will you do? Very simple, sir. In place of expenses, we'll just put what? Selling and distribution expenses. Okay, right, friends? What can I say about these two ratios? These two ratios are cost ratios, people, cost ratios. So, what I would say, higher the better or lower the better? But naturally, they are what? Lower the better. Okay, and one more important thing, I would like to connect these two ratios, operating profit and operating cost. Say, for example, your operating profit is 70%, then always your operating cost would be 30%. Okay, so what you can simply say, operating cost ratio can also be derived as what? It can also be operating cost ratio can also be derived as what? 1 minus operating profit ratio. Okay, so that's it, guys. We are done with all the P&L ratios. Just that simple. Only five ratios. And see, these hints will take you to the next level. Okay, I'm going to provide you hints for all the ratios. See, one more hint I need to add up. Yes, let's talk about. Okay, one more hint. So all P&L ratios, denominator is going to be what? Net sales. Numerator is going to be what? Name of the formula. One more very important hint. Total how many ratios? Total five ratios. So whenever you are revising with yourselves, no, how you have to ask yourself, okay, I studied P&L ratios. Answer is yes. How many total ratios? Five. In all the ratios, what is going to be the denominator? Net sales. In the numerator, what it is going to be? Name of the formula. And then you just have to recollect the names of the ratios. Huh? First thing what you have to do is you have to recollect the names of the ratios. So what are the names of the ratios? Ratio number one, gross profit ratio. Ratio number two, net profit ratio. Ratio number three, operating profit ratio. Ratio number four, operating cost ratio. Ratio number five, expense ratio. That simple, guys. That simple. I'm very sure you'll be confident after this. Okay. Thank you so much.